Pulls it in. It's Saunders. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Verrier. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Georgia! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it, he can do the rest, takes it to the house for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got it in the middle, it's Saunders. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught, it's Rasmussen. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they... A big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Potts. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Moving away from pressure. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And 2nd and short is such a great time to use the whole playbook. You have the whole field. You can run it, or you can play action pass. I like the call by this offense, but great job by this defense being ready and playing good D.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here we go, here we go. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Using his legs, it's Pierce. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And
Nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The give on the counter. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rousseau. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Saunders. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult.
Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Rousseau. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Takes a handoff. It's Valentine. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finding an escape route.
It's so fucking annoying,
Touchdown,
bro.
Dogs! He broke away from the
Fucking
defense and
block.
they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Shit, bro.
Corners are going to bail. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's
What the
Potts.
fuck is you
At
niggas
the 40, there he
on,
goes.
dog?
Turning it
Holy
on.
shit!
Seizing that open space and opportunity all the way
No.
inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Oh,
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver.
damn,
Gets it
bro.
out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Reach ass
He's
down,
brought down at the
bro.
7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. With the catch, it's Gee. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances, there on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Caught in the backfield. It's Kelsey. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. The inside handoff. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
Come on,
that was a really nice throw.
doing?
Just
Right
keep
there.
doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
It's complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will give them the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle
fuck you. Oh, bitch.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly.
Fuck
But when you
this
try to
nigga,
strain
man.
and throw it
Fuck
harder,
you.
oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They just keep firing.
Oh.
Makes a grab in the open. He's loose. He's at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to throw. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Ali. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. On the run, it's Kelsey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The sure hands, it's Gee. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable. What they're doing in coverage, so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the... On the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll run it from the gun. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick.
There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him.
Bitch ass down.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easiest completion.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense.
What was that?
A way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The give from the gun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Saunders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Saunders. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Ali. And the defense settled in. One for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hicks. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On the move, it's Valentine. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how...
What a fucking play. What a fucking play.
Got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss. Wow.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive outing. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Got it in the middle. It's Saunders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's reeled in. It's Ali. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he...
They have both covered too.
If that deep ball was right on the money, you just have to make that catch. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Saunders. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this...
They will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give. Runs through the tackle. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the stick. Down from the 17.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Drop the football.
It's too late when I wanted to pass it. It's too late.
Turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air second down.
Shit,
It's
bro.
picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Got the quick pass. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
10-yard loss on the play. It's now second and goal.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.